Hello, guys. Good morning. See, this is the story which I'm going to tell is talking about why we get attached to things and how people are getting attached to even small things and acquisitions. Most of the things, most of the times what happens when we purchase new things, like, you purchase a mobile phone, okay, you purchase a shirt, you purchase a glassware, and you purchase something which is there, a house need item, and you see that most of the times you get attached to such an certain small materials, small things which are there at your house. Even I've seen people, they get a lot of attachment towards their toys, childhood toys. I've seen people who get a lot of attachment towards their cars. Some people are too much attached to their house property. I've seen, why this attachment happens. This story will tell you why this, how this attachment happens, and how can you just come out of it, and how it affects you very badly. So, I just tell you, there was a sannyasi. Sannyasis are these people are called renowned people. They renounce the world entirely for the sake of achieving something superior, that which is spiritual. So there was a sannyasi who left everything, and he was living in a jungle like this, okay, far jungle like this. And this sannyasi has thought in the times, in the times of sadhana, once he remembered that I should meet one of his friends. He was thinking about meeting one of his old friends. So he was thinking that I know why I could meet all my friends. It would be a very nice thing for me. And it has been so long time I'm doing sadhana, and I would be more happy if I could see and meet all of my old friends. So he had got some four different friends, and he was just doing sadhana and practicing and requesting God that, oh God, please grant me this boon so that I can meet all my friends of the past, of my childhood days. Okay, so he knew the address of all those people, and so one fine day he was doing sadhana, and he saw that one of his friend, old friend, who was he did not meet for so long time, he came to him and to meet him. So he was very happy. He asked him from where you are coming. He told, I'm coming from a long distance, and I'm being settled in a city. And I thought of meeting you from a long time, and today I got a time to meet you. And I've been just walking around, and I took a bike, and I was traveling around the bike, and I know all my shirt is spoiled also. He asked him, do you have another shirt? That person, his friend, sannyasi's friend, do you have another shirt so that I can wear? The sannyasi say, I am a sannyasi, what I'll have? But yes, I remember that in my past days, I have purchased a very costly shirt, It was costing some around 3,000 rupees, and I have never used it. I've kept it back in my luggage bag, and it is still lying in the luggage bag. So I just wanted to, what I'll do is, I'll take this shirt out of this my luggage bag, and I'll give it to you, and you wear it. I'm thinking that the shirt will be very nice on you. So that friend agrees, because his shirt was completely spoiled and he was not having any other dress to wear. So he agreed to his friend sannyasi, and he wore that nice shirt which was given to him by the sannyasi. So, so what happened is that, after some time, when he wore the shirt, the sannyasi was quite amazed and surprised to see that the shirt was very fine actually. It was looking very beautiful, and the person, the sannyasi, was very happy about looking at his friend wearing the shirt. So and now they started a discussion. Where are the other three friends? I want to meet them also. So the sannyasi tells, I'm also planning to meet them. So now you have a bike. We'll go and meet other three friends of ours. So he sat on the bike and his friend, the sannyasi's friend, was wearing a new shirt, and after wearing this new shirt, they took a bike ride, and the sannyasi was sitting beside him. The sannyasi saw his friend wearing this new beautiful shirt which he never wore, and he got attached to the shirt. How he was looking, thinking in his heart again and again that how handsome my friend is looking. My shirt is so nice. Hope I could have wear it someday. I could have wore it someday, But I left. I'm now a sannyasi, so I just lost all the desires of the world. He was thinking about the shirt which his friend was wearing. So after some time, what happened is that they reached one of their friend's house. They knocked the door, and his friend opened the door, and they were quite happy to see the sannyasi as well as his another friend. So they welcomed him inside. Please come, please come. They had some food, and after some food, having some food and staying there for a few moments, the sannyasi told, see, the shirt which my friend is wearing is given by me. How it is? He asked them for a response. They tell, oh, nice, yeah, the shirt which you gave to your friend is very nice. Now, the other friend who was sitting there was feeling quite embarrassed. They did not ask about the shirt, and still this guy is telling about the shirt. What is wrong with him? So it asked him. So while they're leaving the place, they left the place. His friend asked the sannyasi, "Are, why did you talk about these things? Why did you talk about the shirt? I did not. They did not ask about the shirt, and why did you raise that point about the shirt?" So he tells, I don't know, but something came out of my mind, and I just thought of giving a reply back that, this shirt belongs to me. So I'm very sorry. Please, I'm apologizing in front of you. So next time I'm going to another friend's house, so I'll not tell about this shirt anymore, and we'll have a formal discussion, and we'll come back. So they move back. They go to the next friend's house. This time he was a bit careful, and he was also a bit alert that I'll not talk about this shirt. But in heart, he was thinking about the same shirt. The shirt is so nice. Hope I could have wore this shirt for some time on me. But my friend is wearing this, so he was quite attached to it. So now this time they go to the another friend's house, and again knock the door. They knock the door and they open the door and they welcome him again. And they were looking at him, and they were looking at the sannyasi. They were looking at the friend. And when the another friend was looking at the friend of the sannyasi, he tells that, this shirt belongs to him, not to me. He replies in this way. So now he was quite embarrassed. Why he is telling again about the shirt? They did not ask, but this sannyasi is trying to tell again and again that the same thing. Now this time, his friend of the sannyasi become more annoyed, more embarrassed. And why are you doing like this? I told you to shut down your mouth, but you're talking about the shirt. They did not ask, but you are telling that this shirt does not belong to me and it belongs to me. What is that you're trying to convey? Now this time again he apologizes. Sorry, guy, please apologize me. I'm quite attached to this shirt, so I want to remove everything from my mind. But I don't know why I'm not able to remove this from my mind. But this time I'll not tell anything about the shirt. Now we'll go to the last friend's house, and from there we'll go to our house. So now they go to the third friend's house, and they knock the door of the third friend's house, and they again open the door and they welcomed him. So now the third friend was also looking at the shirt of this person. So now the sannyasi saw and looked at straight at the eyes of the third friend and told that, I do not know anything about this shirt. Please do not ask me anything, because I don't know anything about this shirt. Now, looking at this communication, the third friend got, very much annoyed. He became very angry. He came out of the house and running and told that I cannot walk with you anymore, because you are not a sannyasi. You are quite attached to this shirt. And he removes the shirt and throws on the sannyasi's face, who was his friend, and he runs away. So what I'm trying to tell is that, the impression, the images, what we form about the materials which we possess is very deep. Initial days when I purchased my new car, I too got, you can see the red car which is lying besides me. I too had got a deep attachment towards this car. And whenever some stone or whenever some crack used to happen to it, some damage used to happen to it, I was very much worried. But after some time, I decided that I should not be worried with all these things. And even after so many scratches fell on my car, I was not much worried, because I understood that these are all temporary. But what is happening actually? What is happening? What is the process which is taking place while we purchase things, and what is happening inside us? This you need to know and understand. What is the psychology? See, what happens is that when you get attached to the objects, for example, if I'm attached to this car, and daily what is happening is that I'm going to the car, I'm cleaning the car, okay? I'm actually getting used to it every time. So when I'm getting used to my car or any of the object which you are purchasing, what is happening is that there is a physical and mental connection which is happening between me and that object. And internally, I am actually forming a pathway, and that pathway is nothing but a connection between me and my car. So it becomes so deep, one point of time it becomes so deep that, I'm so much connected. Even if a scratch happens on my car, I'll feel very bad, Some scratches are happening, I'll feel very bad. Oh, scratches are happening in my car. So I feel very bad. But now you can see that many scratches has happened on my car. I don't feel bad. You can see some scratches and everything has happened on my car. A lot of things have happened. Glass has been broken. But I don't feel bad anymore because now I think that this material is for me to use it, and I should not get depressed if something happens to my car or any possessions or even my people. Because in this tattva, that is the vritti, the pathway which has been formed in my heart is because of the formation, because of a continuous association. I think that I need to change my thought process. I need to rethink again consciously and take a decision that, these are only for my personal use, and okay, I'm okay to part with it. At the time of purchase of any new thing, you should take a oath that, it is okay if I'm losing it at one point of time. When you practice this continuously over a period of time, what will happen is that, you will not find much of the association with these objects. You'll use these objects, and when these objects are not there, you throw it. Okay, and sometimes you meet certain people, and sometimes they are there with you, and sometimes they are not with you. What will happen that with a lot of practice, what will happen consciously, you have to do the practice that today I'm with some person, but after some time I may not be with him. But you need to practice internally that I'm okay to part with him for few days, few months, or few years of time based on the decision of the situations, based on the situations which demand. So, if you practice this kind of attachment-free living and bondage-free living, what will happen is that you will become free from inside. Otherwise, you will be suffering for the people who miss. Otherwise, you will be suffering for the things which you missed. Otherwise, you will be suffering for the loss of material things which happened with you in the past. All this will trouble you. So get free from these troubles, man. Life is there only to live happily and joyfully, not to think about the materials or the people who have gone out of your life and the things which are broken. Nothing to worry about it. Be free, live free and be happy. This is the message I wanted to convey. So this is Umakant, your life coach and mentor. We'll connect back with next upcoming videos wherein I'll speak about life topics and about emotions and feelings. Bye guys.